Hi, this is Danielle. I'm an independent Kaszazz consultant in Tassie, and I just wanted to share with you some things about one of our new products, which is the Crop-A-Dile. Kaszazz has recently just introduced this into our range, and it's a fantastic tool, and I'm so glad we have it now. So this is the Crop-A-Dile in its case. So the case comes separately and the Crop-A-Dile comes separately. So you can buy them individually, or you can buy them and so you've got somewhere to store your Crop-A-Dile. If you buy the case, you actually get 240 of the eyelets as well, so that's really good value. Okay, and these are some of the new eyelets that we've got in our range as well. So these are the 3/16 eyelets. So you can see they come in a red will come in 4 different shades of red, which is really good to coordinate with the papers and things like that. So that's our standard ones, and these ones are the wide ones. So they're just a little bit bigger in the eyelet that you'll see. And of course we still have their normal sized eyelets in the catalogue. So you'll see them, this is our new product flyer in January 2012 with our gorgeous new ranges of papers and the vintage floral and things, and our introduction of our masterclasses. And our Crop-A-Dile is towards the back, so you can see all of the beautiful colours that we've got in both the standard and the wide eyelets, and the Crop-A-Dile at the top there as well. And of course in our regular catalogue we have our normal, these are the 1/8 inch eyelets, and so they are still in our range and good for those smaller things. So how we work with the Crop-A-Dile, we have our blocks here, and these blocks pop out and then you can turn them and choose which setting you want. Okay, so that's how we set our eyelets into the different settings and combinations. When you buy your Crop-A-Dile, of course it comes with the instructions of what you need as well. And these are our hole punching pieces. So this is our 1/8 of an inch hole on the side here, and this one here is our 3/16. So the 3/16 is the bigger one and 1/8 is the smaller one. So what we're going to do, just grab our piece of paper. I'm just going to punch one of our small holes just right there and flip it over and do one of our bigger holes like so. Okay, so that'll fit one of each of our sizes of eyelets. Now the other thing that's really helpful to know with the Crop-A-Dile is on both of the hole punching pieces there is a little slider. So what you do, you untwist it, and this little metal thing here will slide up and down. Okay, and that way you can set it to a distance that you want, how far in you want your eyelet set or your hole punched. So we'll set it to there, just tighten it up, and what we do, we just go punch, and if you make sure you push it up to the base of the Crop-A-Dile each time, you're going to get your holes punched, and therefore when you set your eyelets exactly the same distance from the edge of your page, which is really helpful when you want to do a nice straight line, or you want to do some holes or some eyelets for threading and that sort of thing, so you can get them nice and even. Less measuring is always good. Okay, so let's set an eyelet. Alright, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do one of our big wide ones. Oops. I'm going to do one of our big wide eyelets. So pop him in the hole. And for this one you'll need A on the top and B on your base. Okay, so you put the long neck into the eyelet and squeeze. And you just want to squeeze just until you feel that it's gone firm. And there's your eyelet beautifully set. Okay, and it's flared out the back there nicely. Okay, and so what I'll also do is I'll do a smaller one. This is one of our small eyelets, so for that we need to spin this around to C, so it's just a smaller neck one, and we need to put that around to 3 on our base, so C and 3. And again we do exactly the same thing. Pop our eyelet in the hole, make sure that the neck piece is going into our eyelet, and then just squeeze gently. Okay, and there's our eyelet nice and set, and it's flared out the back a little bit. Okay, now, okay, I just want to show you a few of the other things that the Crop-A-Dile can punch through. It's amazing how many things it can punch through. It's really strong, and it can punch through all sorts of things. So this is one of our Concertina album covers. So it's a nice thick chipboard. So I'm just going to punch in the corner here, just with our 3/16 hole, squeeze, and it's done. Really easy. Okay, and of course I can then set an eyelet in that as well. So just grab one of our eyelets. This is just our normal size one, And of course I'll need to put this around to be on number 1 and on A. Okay, and I'll be able to set that into my chipboard. Okay, just a little squeeze, and there's your eyelet set. And it's nice and flat on the back when you do it on chipboard, because the chipboard's a bit thicker, so it doesn't have that curled edges. Okay, now something else that we can do is our CDs or DVDs, just your regular CDs. You might want to use these for embellishments. You might want to, hang them in your garden as a bird scarer, but it's hard sometimes to punch the holes. The Crop-A-Dile makes that really easy. You just squeeze, it's done. Really easy, not hard at all. Okay, and of course you can punch through leather as well. I don't have any leather on hand that I can find at the moment, but so if you want to add that extra notch in your belt, the Crop-A-Dile is the way to go. Okay, this is one of our metal bucket that I just found at the cheap store, and you can actually punch through this. Now when you're punching through anything, especially your metals, you need to be really careful that you don't put too much pressure on your Crop-A-Dile. So you can only punch through thin things, so just be aware you don't want to go and punch through a really thick metal bucket. Okay, so I'm just going to grab my Crop-A-Dile and the big 3/16 again, and I'm just going to go squeeze, and it's done. Easy. Alright, and there's your hole, nicely punched. And you can set your eyelet in that as well. So again, I'm just going to use one of our big sized eyelets, pop him in there, and of course again on A and B, sorry, A and 1, pop that in there, squeeze, and there it is, done. Really easy to set it and nice and smooth, so you can then decorate it up with ribbons and tie through those holes and make a really nice centerpiece or something to put all your tools in, which that's what I plan to do with that one. Okay, no worries.